Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Raytac here with Heroes of Might and Magic, the Olden Era. This is a return to roots of a classic game series. Let me get the music going back again. This game series has been out since the 90s, I want to say, the 1990s. It's been around for a while. I have played it since the 90s, so I'm dating myself a little bit here with this, but yeah, I am one of many people who I've played almost all of the Heroes games of Heroes of Might and Magic. I also played the mainline series, Might and Magic. I've played nearly every single game that exists in this series, both the mainline and the off-branch. I have played some of their mobile stuff, but if it's not mobile, I've played nearly all of them. Wasn't too thrilled with how some of the newer games came out to be. Ubisoft has not done great with them. Might and Magic 10 or Legacy, the mainline series game, ended up not. It felt like they tried going to a classic feel, but went too far back and lost some of what had made the later games really fun. And then in the Heroes of Might and Magic series, the strategy version. So, Might and Magic, without the Heroes tag, is an adventure RPG in the style of, like, Baldur's Gate, or think of, like, playing Dungeons and Dragons as a video game, going through, doing an adventure with a small team of people. Heroes of Might and Magic is a strategy-focused tactics game. They are set concurrent in the same universe. There's actually events that occur in the Heroes of Might and Magic universe that changed the world in the Might and Magic universe. The whole big thing, it's a really well done series, even if I had issues with how some of the newer entries have come to be. But Heroes of Might and Magic, the Olden Era. Ubisoft said, okay, we know we're having trouble making this game series what it needs to be, what it was. So they've reached out to help. They've reached out to an outside publishing company. They've reached out to outside development teams to bring in people who are already working on or already have made a lot of strategy games and things like that. For example, the game's gotten quiet because I have tabbed out, and this game is, like many Ubisoft games, still kind of possessive. So the publisher for this game is Hooded Horse. Some of Hooded Horse's other games are, let's see here, Falling Frontier, He Is Coming. If you don't know He Is Coming, this is a phenomenal game that just came out earlier this year. Then they've got Endless Legend is out from them. So they've made several strategy or turn-based games that are really good. So that's the publishing team, Hooded Horse. The developers are Unfrozen, who their big thing was Erratus, Lord of the Dead. Erratus, Lord of the Dead is a Darkest Dungeon style turn-based combat game that was centered around you're a necromancer trying to take over the trying to reclaim what you once ruled. We won't need to get into all that. Just suffice to say, I am a fan both of Hooded Horse's games, and I'm a big fan of Erratus. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going on in Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. Now, I have not played a Heroes of Might and Magic game in over a year. The last one that I played was Might and Magic Heroes 6. It was a thing, Ubisoft, they changed around how the naming convention worked. A lot of people that were longtime fans of the series didn't really appreciate that. When they brought back Olden Era, they went back to the original Heroes of Might and Magic naming convention. So we're going to go to the tutorial, and we're going to go ahead and click to start a new campaign. And we are going with profile name. If I could capitalize, that'd be nice. I swear I'm not dumb. Heroes of Might and Magic. Welcome to the tutorial. Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era is a tactical turn-based game where you explore the maps, recruit and level up heroes, develop cities, and battle your foes. Throughout the game, you will encounter various mechanics. We will introduce them and explain them step by step in this tutorial. Your journey begins with the Gameplay Basics mission, where you will learn the core elements of the game. Once completed, you'll unlock a series of short challenges designed to deepen your understanding of the game's systems. To begin, use the menu over here. So, they had a classic difficulty system that was set. The difficulty was scaled, and the symbols were different chess pieces. This is your pawn, pretty low. One hero. Okay. I could go on for an extraordinarily long time about the Might and Magic series, both heroes and mainline. The fact that I kept it down to about 5 minutes is nice to me. Okay, welcome to the tutorial. We are going to teach you the basics of the game. To begin, close this dialog by clicking the left mouse button on the window. They are boiling this down to not brass tacks. These are brass ingots that haven't even been made into tacks yet. When you enter the game, you'll find yourself on the global map, the game world where various objects, locations, and enemy forces are scattered. By default, most of the map is covered by Fog of War, a visual effect that obscures the landscape and hides objects. To lift the fog, you must move your heroes, revealing new areas and interacting with special objects that uncover more of the world. To move a hero, double-click on the map using your left mouse button. The first click will mark your path, and the second will confirm it to send your selected hero on a march. Movement consumes heroes' movement points. Depending on what you are looking at, the mouse cursor will change to indicate available actions or warn you if movement is impossible. During the game, you will encounter large territories that cannot fit entirely on the screen. At the time, you can move the camera to see the part of the map you need. To do this, use any of the following. Hold right mouse and drag, use WASD, click on your minimap, move your mouse cursor to one edge of the screen to start panning the map. You can only plot a route through areas that are not hidden by the Fog of War. Obstacles and enemy squads block movement and prevent route planning. Depending on the movement target, the route will be highlighted in different colors. Green, a regular route the hero can fully travel this turn. Gray, the hero doesn't have enough movement points to reach this part of the path this turn. Red, movement will end in battle with an enemy squad or garrison. Now that you learned the basics of movement, make your way to the marked checkpoint. You can always view your active tasks in the upper right corner of the screen. Okay, so it wants me to go down there. So, simple enough. Graphically, this is updated, but so far this feels like classic Heroes of Might and Magic. Like, so far this is very reminiscent, strongly reminiscent of Heroes of Might and Magic 2, Heroes of Might and Magic 3, Heroes of Might and Magic 4. So there you go. I had that gray. All my movement points have been used up. I have to end my turn. Click the large round button at the bottom right of the screen to start a new day. Your hero will fully restore its movement points and can continue moving. I'll also say there's a lot. Once we have a town, there's a lot of stuff that we will be like progressing to a new day. We'll cover. I could probably, unless they throw something weird, I could probably serve as a tutorial for this game because I played them so much. But we'll see if they've thrown anything weird in. All right, your hero's movement points have been fully restored. Keep moving. And, alright. Well done on completing the first task. Now proceed to the checkpoint along the road. It will help your hero to move faster. Okay. You've discovered an interactive object, the Redwood Observatory, a special structure that removes the fog of war in a large radius around it. Throughout the game, you will encounter many interactive objects. To learn what each one does, simply hover your cursor over them. Interact with the Redwood Observatory to continue the tutorial. To do this, double-click it with the left mouse button. We also see so moving. My horse just has a it's just a horse with like one leg lifted. But when there's an interaction, the horse is now rearing back. Okay, I've uncovered a large area of the map, revealing new objects. The passage ahead is guarded by an enemy, and piles of gold lie scattered nearby. Before attacking the enemy and moving on, collect all gold around you. As you do so, the current amount of each resource will be displayed in the resource panel at the top of the screen here. All right. Also, a lot of the time, they have things, events tied to other thing you do. Item equals yes, things equal go. So, because we interacted with the Redwood Observatory, our path cleared. So, I can now collect, and instead of just a horse, I have a gauntlet. Reaching out to take things. I'm out of stamina, movement points rather. Alright. Keep going and plot a route to the squad blocking your path. Your hero will start a battle as soon as he steps onto the square adjacent to that squad. So, I'll get here and rest. So, I have to fight. I'm gonna look at this a little bit. So, I have to fight 10 to 19, we don't know, lizardmen, it seems. And we have 3 sets of units down here. Also, my name is John Johnson. Okay, we have 3 sets of units, 12, 13, and 13. I'm sure they're going to go into more of this as we get into the, as we get to battle. Alright, battles in Heroes of Might and Magic take place on separate battlefields divided into hexes, hexagonal spaces. Creatures move across these hexes and engage in combat with enemies. Battles proceed in rounds. Once all stacks, both yours and the enemies, have taken their turns, the next round begins. A sequence of turns is determined by initiative. The higher a creature's initiative value, the earlier their stack will act in each round. You can always check the turn order by looking at the top of the initiative bar at the top of the screen. Before the battle begins, the tactical phase is activated, during which you can adjust the alignment of your troops. To do this, drag any friendly stack within the highlighted area. If you drag a stack onto a hex occupied by another stack, they will swap places. So, this is important to know. I can't, like, combine these 2 stacks or something. Now, let's see here. I want to get my 3 groups together, and I want to keep the smaller team in the back. That way, so overall health and damage is determined by how many units are in a stack. So he is weaker and does less damage. So because technically speaking, there's actually 13 guys standing here. Each have, say, 10 health and deal 10 damage. There's 130 health here, but yes, each 10 health will kill one of these guys. Anyway, let's see here. So we couldn't see these guys before. That's something that is a skill that we'll be able to get, that we'll be able to see where the enemy positions are. So the goal of the battle is to defeat the enemy army. To achieve this, your creatures must attack the enemy's troops. The game features creatures with 3 types of normal attacks. Melee, creature deals damage only when it is close to the target, i.e. on an adjacent hex. Long range attack, creature can attack a target through 1 hex. Or ranged attack. The creature can attack from any distance but not adjacent, so if they're next to each other. However, the damage decreases as the target moves further away. The further the target, the less damage is dealt. If a stack can't attack at the moment, it can move closer to the enemy. Maximum movement distance depends on speed. A creature can attack and move in the same turn. Any action, an attack, or move ends the creature's turn. So when your creatures attack an enemy in melee combat, they may receive a counterattack in response. The number of counterattacks is limited. Usually, creatures can only counterattack once per round. In certain situations, if you don't want a stack to attack or move, you can use additional tactical options. Wait. The stack delays its action until the end of the current turn, allowing others to act first. This option can only be used once per round per stack. Skip turn. Just skips turn. Manage your troops wisely. Plan their positioning on the battlefield and choose the optimal moment to attack to minimize losses from enemy counterattacks. So one thing you could do is if you had like a really high health unit but didn't do a lot of damage, you could attack first with it, draw out the enemy's counterattack, and then attack with more of a glass cannon unit afterwards, after that first attack has been baited out. Okay, so we are going to wait, and I'm going to let these guys... Oh, okay, so if we mouse over them, it hasn't talked about it yet. I moused over this guy and then gestured at my screen like y'all can see that. It is showing a yellow radius. That is where this creature can move. So, these guys we know have long range attack, because we saw that in their little in the little tutorial thing. So they are going to be able to attack up to 1 hex away. So their yellow thing is here, they're going to be able to actually attack my unit all the way over here. So, in all actuality, I want to skip my turn, and I'm going to let these guys bring themselves in, because I couldn't reach them either. Okay, so again, they didn't actually move. Okay, so now these guys are coming in. Now I can actually get to them. Now I can attack them. Oh, this guy was actually able to make it all the way up here. So they targeted one guy in particular there. So, he's dead from the counterattack. We're going to go ahead and kill this guy. Oh no, you did 3 damage. You guys are dead. And we're going to attack upwards. So I lost 1 unit in this battle. And took out 13 of them. Okay, congratulations on winning your first battle. This time you face a weak enemy, but on your journey you will encounter much stronger foes. To defeat them, you will need a larger army. Nearby you can see swordsmen's garrisons, special buildings where you can hire reinforcements. Use the gold you've collected to recruit new troops and clear the path ahead. Okay. Continue forward. Your strengthened army can now take on a stronger enemy. Yep. I want to go get these guys. Yep. And I'm going to go get these guys, but that will have to wait till next turn. So they're not really going to talk about it here because I have no way. I don't have the money funds. I would be able to get up to if I was to wait 2 more days and cycle to a new week, I would be able to. Oh, I did not mean to combine these guys. Let's see here. We've got 91 units, so let's get some stacks of 20. Okay. I think 4 stacks of 20. Come on. No. Keep that one split. I'm sure I don't have to be doing this. I probably could have just run in like it was. Okay. I got 3 stacks of 20 and 1 stack of 31. These guys have 20 to 49 units. So that's going to be up to 50 enemies spread between 3 or 4 stacks. Let's go see. Okay. So again, we can't see where they are. We're just going to go ahead and start the battle here. Okay, so they're all waiting. Just like I was planning to wait. Okay. So the edge of my movement range here is the edge of their movement range. So I'm just going to move all my units forward. And let them come in. Yep. I'm going to get a lot of counterattacks out here. Ooh. Alright. So, I want to get this guy because he's got 12 units, so they're a lot more of a threat. Yeah, see, they barely did anything there. Wipe these guys out. You're going to wipe these guys out. And then this guy's going to come up here and wipe these guys out. So I lost 4 units here. 5. 4 up here and 1 here. Alright. Alright, I've leveled up. So basically, my general, this guy, has leveled up. By exploring the world and defeating opponents, your hero earns experience points. Once enough experience is earned, the hero levels up. With each new level, the hero receives random improvements to their abilities and chooses one of 3 secondary skills, passive abilities that enhance their overall performance. Choose your skills wisely to strengthen your hero. Heroes with well-thought-out skill combinations play a key role on the path to victory. Each hero has 4 attributes: attack, defense, spell power, knowledge. Attack and defense are added to the corresponding stats of the creatures in combat, increasing the damage they deal or reducing what they take. Spell power boosts the effectiveness of spells. Higher value Higher values mean increased spell damage and longer durations for positive or negative effects. Knowledge increases the hero's maximum mana, allowing more spell casting. Okay, so they haven't talked about spells yet. I'm going to hold my tongue to see if they talk about it in the rest of this tutorial. In addition, nope, each hero also has 2 combat stats, morale and luck. These are applied to all creatures in the hero's army. Morale affects creature behavior. High morale can give a stack an extra turn, while low morale can cause it to skip a turn. The more different factions are present in your army, the lower its overall morale. An army composed of one faction gains +1 morale. Each additional faction reduces morale. Luck influences the chances of landing a lucky, aka crit, or nerfed hit. Lucky enhanced or unlucky weakened strike. Attributes gained at each level depend on the hero's class. Might heroes are more likely to gain attack and defense. Magic heroes gain spell power and knowledge. Similarly, the probability of acquiring specific secondary skills. Might heroes tend to learn army-focused skills. Magic heroes lean towards spell-enhancing skills. Each secondary skill has 3 skill levels. As a hero levels up, the skills can be advanced as follows. Upon reaching the 2nd level, you choose one of 3 sub-skills. Upon reaching the 3rd level, you choose one of 2 final sub-skills. Each upgrade improves the core effect and allows you to tailor your hero to your preferred playstyle. In addition, your hero can attain an advanced class. To do so, you'll need to acquire a specific combination of maximum level skills. It's a challenging path, but the reward is worth it. Hero becomes significantly stronger and gain new abilities. To find out which skills are required to unlock an advanced class, hover your mouse over the class icon in the hero's profile. Also pay attention to the hint shown leveling up. If a selected skill brings you closer to an advanced class, a small icon of the corresponding class will appear next to it. At any point during the game, you can view detailed information about your hero. To do this, double-click your hero's portrait. Okay, so we're going to go back here, forward 1, to talk about spells a little bit. Spells are things that your general can do once per turn, like once per battle cycle, that will affect the battle. Attack spells, defense spells, buffs, debuffs, that kind of thing. So that is what they talk about when they talk about spells. It is not your units having spells, it is your general doing a spell, your hero. Okay, so John Johnson here is a knight. There's a small icon above it. Basic offense. Friendly creatures' basic attacks deal plus 10% damage. I'm going to be taking this. But it's a battle art, an arch. Okay, so these are things I'm going to be able to specify it towards. So, where you can get battle arts, archery, battle march, shadow blades, and unstoppable force. But of the 3 skills, this is the one that my character is going to need. He also has basic scouting already, which gives him bonus to sight radius. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and choose basic offense. Alright, and then we're going to move on. And I think our goal is just to get here. Alright, so we're going to rest. And we're going to reach the town. And we've completed the first part of the tutorial. Now know the basics of the game. No, we know the basics of overworld interaction. In the next tutorial mission, you will learn more advanced features and strategies in greater detail. Woohoo! So yes, I could talk at length about this game, and I probably will be as I play. Congratulations, you have successfully completed the first tutorial mission and learned the basics of the game. More challenging mission is available, offering a deeper introduction to the mechanics of Heroes of Might and Magic. Reading them calling it Heroes of Might and Magic just makes me happy. Okay, so here's our overworld mission selection. This is a little different. The campaigns in the older games were kind of just you progress through a story to different maps. And I don't know if they'll go to that once you get out of the tutorial or if the missions are more like click a scenario thing. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and... So, we now see... We went for easy, and now we are on normal, the intended way to play. This is now a knight symbol. Anyway, super unimportant out of everything, but yeah. Welcome to the second tutorial mission. Your goal is to reach the city at the opposite end of the map and capture it. That is a necromancer town. The city is guarded by an AI player, so prepare your hero and army for the upcoming battle. Start by capturing the nearby mines. They will provide you with resources and become the basis of your economy. Okay. So they want me to capture a sawmill, an ore mine, and a gold mine. Okay, on the global map, you will encounter neutral squads, hostile creatures that guard valuable items, key objects, or passages. By hovering the cursor over a neutral squad, you can view its creature types and suspected amounts of guards you will face. Neutral squads can feature one or more creatures at the same time. Also, pay attention to the suggested difficulty of the battle. This indicator shows how challenging the encounter is likely to be for your selected hero and his army. Both neutral armies and your heroes can include a wide variety of creatures. Each creature has its own stats, passive traits, and active abilities. While on the global map, you cannot view detailed information about enemy creatures. However, you can always check the stats and abilities of creatures in your own army, simply double-clicking the portrait of the desired unit in the bottom part of the screen. So, for example, I still have 3 sets of swordsmen. So, each creature in the game is a unique entity with its own stats, as well as active and passive abilities. Units of the same creature can be combined. The more units in a stack, the more damage it deals. When taking damage, stacks in the units can die, which reduces the number of the stack. Okay, and then there's all the health, defense, attack damage, speed it can move at, or how far it can move, the initiative where it moves in the order, crit chance versus weakness chance, extra turn, or raw damage. Alright, in addition, creatures and heroes can have passive, active, and passive special skills that have a significant impact on the outcome of the battle. So, swordsman. I am a knight. Actually, no, he is very specifically a swordsman and a knight, not a knight. They're a different unit. He's living, fully sentient inhabitant of Jadaeme. Morale range from -5 to 5, luck range of -3 to 3. Fallen living creatures count towards the power of necromancy reanimation after battle. Very important, that can be a thing. Melee attack can only attack adjacent enemies. Ranged defense takes less range damage. Upgrade. We can upgrade them to guard captains or sons aegis, but needs money. We'll worry about that later. Okay, so right now I have 4 attack, 4 defense, 2 to 3 damage, no morale, no luck, 6 initiative, and 3 speed. So, as you explore the world, you will come across a wide variety of map objects, buildings, and items your heroes can interact with. Hovering over any interactive object will display a description, helping you decide whether it's currently useful to visit. AKA, don't necessarily need to go to a healing thing when all your units are full health. Just like with standard movement, you can set a route to an interactive object. Once confirmed, the hero will automatically move to it and interact upon arrival. Each object has a specific interaction squares, usually located just below it. When setting a destination, your hero's path will be planned accordingly. So, I want to go over here to this ore mine. Or this. So, 5 to 9 enemies. We're going to come over here. Gold, wood, ore, crystals, gems, mercury, and alchemical dust are main resources in the game. They are essential for nearly all gameplay activities. Constructing buildings, hiring troops and heroes, studying upgrading spells, and more. Your objective is to gather a variety of resources and use them strategically to strengthen your position over time. Resources can be found in a variety of ways. Found directly on the map, like the gold I just found, acquired by capturing mines, or collected by visiting objects across the map. Like this windmill, once per week, gives the first visiting hero a small amount of random resources. So, we have 5 to 9 of these upgraded units. They're actually an upgraded unit that we can take a look at. That looks like they're one of these guys, either the guards captains or the sons aegis. From the gold on the shoulders, they're sons aegis. So we can actually look at these guys. They have 15 health, 2 to 3 damage, 4 attack, 7 defense, no luck, no morale, 3 speed. So they're going to be slower than our swordsmen, but they have a higher initiative. So, we're going to come over here, and we're going to fight these guys. So again, we still can't see. I really want to see what the skill is, because in the older games, you could just see where your enemy units were going to be. Okay, so they've just got these guys here. I'm going to move all my units forward again. Do I have a spell? One way to win a battle is by using spells that your heroes know. When it's your turn, the hero can use a spell book to cast a desired spell. Usually, a hero can only cast a spell once a turn, runs per round. However, there are ways to bypass this limitation, cast a spell multiple times in one round. To do this, you must use spells from a school of different magic that you haven't used during the current round. Spells from the same school of magic that have already been cast will be blocked until the next round begins. Okay, so I know Blessing and Weakening. I am going to weaken this guy, so he can't counterattack. So now I'm going to run in here with all of my units, and I'm going to attack. Okay, so I have now chopped this guy down a huge amount. In addition to movement and attacks, creatures can use abilities, special active abilities that can deal damage, strengthen friendly creatures, weaken enemy creatures, and more. To use abilities, units need focus, which accumulates during the battle. This is something new. When a stack attacks or takes damage from an enemy, it generates 1 focus point for its army. After accumulating the required number of focus points, you get a focus charge, which is spent to activate the ability. Different abilities require different amounts of focus charges. The required amount is shown on the icon. After using the ability, it enters a cooldown and becomes unavailable for several rounds. The cooldown duration is equal to the cost of using the ability. Many creatures have powerful abilities that can significantly alter the course of battle. Use it wisely. In addition to creature abilities, your hero can also use active abilities, which also requires focus charges. These abilities follow the same rules as creature abilities. After use, they enter cooldown, probably still the same. Tied to the duration, or tied to the cost. So, you can use your hero's active abilities when their creature's turn arrives. These abilities can be activated at any time, and using the hero's ability does not end the creature's turn. Your heroes initially have the ability to attack the enemy. Other abilities are unlocked as you progress by learning special skills. Use the focus charges your army accumulates wisely. Don't forget to activate your creatures and heroes' abilities at the right moment to maximize your effectiveness in battle. So, because I used that spell and took out his ability to counterattack and goaded him out, we wiped him with no injuries. Well, no deaths. So, excuse you. Oh, the ore was in the way. Some interactive objects on the map have an owner, the player who last interacted with them. These objects are marked with a flag next to their model on the map. The color of the flag indicates which player currently controls the object. Owned objects include cities under control, as well as other key structures such as mines, creature dwellings. We learned about creature dwellings in the last one. Alright. So, we've already visited the ore storage. We've already visited the ore mine. Ho ho ho. That's going to be interesting. Okay, in Might and Magic, the gameplay is divided into days, weeks, and months. To succeed each day, use your resources wisely. Move your heroes carefully. Oh, right. Last thing here. So, explore the map, interact with important objects, recruit troops, and develop your city. Open its screen in one of the following ways. Move a hero to the city's guest square, which is at the entrance, by plotting a route to it. Double-click the city's model on the global map, or over on the right side. Double-click the icon on the city's icon panel on the right side of the screen. Each city you control is unique. Buildings constructed in one will not automatically appear in other cities. There are some, though, that will affect other cities. At the start of each day, several important events take place. Heroes' movements are fully restored. New buildings can be constructed. Temporary effects may activate or expire, depending on duration. Every 7 days, a new week begins, and every 4 weeks marks the start of a new month. These time intervals also trigger major game events, most notably creature growth. The number of units available for recruitment increases in cities and in creature dens on the map. To start a new day, click the End Day button in the bottom right corner of the screen. We are not going to be starting a new day. We are going into our city to build. Alright, so one of the core functions of any strategy game, city building, base building. Cities are the cornerstone of your progress in the game. Each one is unique and offers vital functions that can lead you to victory. Building. Construct new buildings to expand your city's capabilities. Buildings unlock new features such as army recruitment unit upgrades, trading, and more. Constructions require resources and at times specific prerequisite buildings, like you had to have a blacksmith to build the upgrade to a swordsman's place. That's an old one. Let's see here. One of a city's core roles is to recruit troops. Buildings, creature dwellings allow you to hire units. Their available units replenish at the start of each week. Upgrading creatures. Upgraded dwellings allow you to enhance your units. Keep in mind, only creatures whose improved dwellings are present in that city can be upgraded there. So if I had an upgraded swordsman's building, which I believe is probably going to be called a barracks if I'd have to guess, I'd have to bring swordsmen to here to get them to be upgraded. I couldn't go to another town that doesn't have an upgraded barracks. Recruiting heroes. Once a tavern is built, you can recruit additional heroes. While not essential, having multiple heroes gives you greater flexibility and control over the map. Actually, it is essential. Don't you lie. Trading resources and artifacts. Construct a market to exchange resources and artifacts, helping you manage your economy more efficiently. Let's see here. Unique ability factions. Every faction offers distinct advantages. City tied to a specific faction provide access to exclusive features that can dramatically shift the game in your favor. Additionally, cities generate gold daily and accumulate law points, which are used to activate your faction's special bonuses. Each city can hold up to two heroes at one time. One in the guest position, this hero is the visible on the map, and one in the garrison. This is in the city and disappears from the global map while stationed in the garrison. You can freely move heroes and creature stacks between the guest and garrison. However, keep the following in mind. Every hero must have at least one creature stack. A hero without an army is considered defeated. Apart from neutral squads, creature stacks cannot exist on the map without a hero. You cannot transfer creatures from the garrison to the guest position unless there is a hero present there. Creature stacks can remain in the garrison without a hero. So this is a small change from the ones in the past. In the past, if you needed to, you could move a stack of units by itself across the map. Not well, they would not move as far, but you could. Okay, so... Oh, I like this. Ooh. Okay, so there are 18 units, and we're getting 19. So, we are going to go to construct a new building. Actually, let's go ahead and buy these units. Okay, now we're going to construct a new building. So, green is what I can build, blue is built, and red requires something. Requires a construction cost of something I don't have and don't know what it is. Okay, so we've got a garrison, allows to recruit swordsmen. Yep. We could build a griffin rookery for allowing to recruit griffins. We can build a garrison 2, allow to recruit or upgrade units to guard captains and sun aegises. Or we can build a mages guild, allow us to unlock 4 tier 1 spells in the magic observatory. It is important to note that you can only build one thing a day. They kind of mention that, but it is very important to note that. So we have the Muse, which allows us to recruit crossbowmen. We haven't dealt with ranged unit yet, so we'll want to make sure we pick these guys up. We can upgrade to the Muse 2, which is allowing us to recruit Ostringers and Marksmen. We can get a Scouting Skyship. Remove the Fog of War within 20 squares of the city. That's not terrible. Walls. Provide walls during sieges. Allows the owner to pick one level 1 defensive upgrade. Additional passages, traps, or a stack of tier 1 creatures join the defender's side. I would probably go with one of the last two when I'm playing a defensive thing. Okay, what have we got over here? Solar Temple. Grants the kingdom 1,000 gold and 1,000 law points daily, plus 1 hero cap. Solar Temple 2, 1,500 and 2,000. We could also build a marketplace for allowing resources to be traded. Interesting to note, and this is a scenario-specific thing, the tavern is banned because we are only meant to have John Johnson. So, of everything here, I want to get the Griffin Rookery. So, the other way... So, I bought the units by clicking down here before. You can also click directly on a structure. Like, for example, this Griffin Rookery that we just got to watch being built. I have now just bought 7 griffins. So, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the world map, which I think is, yep, just escape. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and have John Johnson rest. Okay, in Heroes of Might and Magic, you can use multiple heroes to explore the map more efficiently and quickly. Each hero has their own level set of skills and can perform various roles, from a simple scout and resource collector to a great commander who leads your army to victory. To hire new heroes, you need gold, and they can be hired in any tavern or any city where a tavern is built. You can only control a limited number of heroes at a time, tied to your citadel cap. Capturing new cities increases this limit. However, if you lose control of cities, the maximum number of heroes decreases, and you may lose the ability to recruit new ones. Your currently recruited heroes are displayed on the left side of the screen. I also have your movement and everything there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this ore, and then I'm going to go ahead and have John Johnson ride back to town, because John Johnson is going to be my warrior. Okay, I'm going to get these guys. Now, I have a lot of these swordsmen, so I'm going to go ahead and build the garrison too. So, when certain conditions are met, your creature can be transformed into upgraded versions. Each faction unit has 2 distinct upgrade paths, offering flexibility in how you build your army. Upgraded creatures come with improved stats and new abilities. Each upgrade path provides a unique role or playstyle, allowing you to tailor your forces to suit your strategy. Okay. So, upgrades are performed in cities. To do this, either use the Upgrade Creatures button on the left, or double-click a specific stack to open up its details and press the Upgrade button there. You can only upgrade creatures in a city that has the corresponding upgraded dwellings built. Beyond the standard upgrade systems, there may be alternative upgrade methods, such as special objects on the global map that offer unique transformation options. So, I'm now going to go ahead, and now that I've got these guys, I am going to look at upgrading my units. So, we're going to go ahead and look at these guys. I want to upgrade. Do I want to upgrade to the Guard Captain or the Sun's Aegis? Living Melee Aegis. So, creature and adjacent friendly creatures take minus 30% range damage. Whenever this creature gains a positive effect, its defense is increased by 2 until the end of battle. Okay. Double strike. Strikes twice. Ooh. Okay, so this... Okay. Can I up... Oh, you could... Ooh. Okay. That's really cool. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and move this guy over here. So, okay. So now, Sun's Aegis. If I keep units close to him... Oh, look. Can I just wait? I'm going to wait for him to get closer. Okay, so... Can I shoot him yet? I can. Sorry, buddy. I got a ranged unit. Oh, I put him in attack range. Actually, I think I moved first. Okay, so again, I'm going to be a cheapsy doodle, and I'm going to remove his counterattacks. We're going to have the Griffin's attack. Took out half of his units in one move. That's beautiful. And we win. I'm probably overthinking this a little bit. But, by God, numbers go up. Alright, so John Johnson has run out of moves. Leah, the Untethered One. She has 16 swordsmen, 13 archers, or crossbowmen, sorry, and 5 griffins. Alright. So, the first thing I want her to do is I want her to come over here to this windmill. And get me whatever was coming from that. Let's see here. He gave me something. I missed what he gave me. Alright, so I can choose. Do I get money or do I get experience? I almost always go experience when I pick those up. So, upgrades. So she is a cleric. She is on the magic. She's a magic hero. Okay. So we're looking at she can get basic leadership, she can get basic thaumaturgy, or she can learn advanced daylight magic. Now keep in mind that her having the ability to learn it does not give it to her. I have to build a mage's tower. Okay, so let's see here. Can I look at... Okay, yes. I'll go over that in a second. I don't know if it... Okay. So, she can learn towards either being a Grand Inquisitor or an Ascendant. And I don't know how I get back to... No, don't delete the hero. Okay, so this is an quote-unquote easy battle. 10 to 19 skeleton units and 10 to 19 skeleton archer units. This is not... She is not my fighter. She is my resource gathering. Okay, so here we go. So, we're back to this. So, she's now leveled up twice, so I might get 2 level up selections here. So, I'm going to go ahead and look at basic leadership so my characters can attack more often. Okay, so here we go. So, this skill is going to be towards one of her actual character progression things. So, we'll go ahead and give her sorcery. Okay, and she's going to come up here. Alright. And let's see here. John Johnson, you're out of mana, buddy. Alright, so we did everything we could in that turn. I want to get this wood. I want to get this wood. I want to have John Johnson visit this to get experience. Okay. So, none of these give him level up towards his class. We'll go ahead and take advanced defense. Let's see here. We get to choose. Friendly creatures take less damage from counterattacks. Friendly creatures take less damage from range and long reach. And Hymn to Martyrs. Friendly creatures generate extra focus whenever they take damage. I'm going to say go ahead and take less damage from range since we want to go fight these guys. So, because I've hit a certain level of strength, this is not just an easy fight, it is a trivially easy fight because of my upgraded units and my unit counts. The game says you don't need to fight them yourself. Here's your battle statistics. And you can look at it and go, okay, you know what? I accept these battle statistics. Or you can go, no, I don't like how the AI, the computer AI, is running this battle. I think I could do better. So you can battle yourself, accept the result, or flee. Now, I have a complete and total domination. All enemy units killed. No losses on my side. I'm just going to go ahead and accept that. Okay, so we've now found a piece of equipment. While exploring the world, the hero can find and equip artifacts, powerful items that enhance their abilities or weaken opponents. A hero can equip one main hand and offhand weapon, usually a sword and shield kind of thing, head artifact, armor, belt, pair of boots, and back artifact. So, you know, helmet, chest piece, pants, boots, and a cape. 2 rings and 4 generic items, and 1 holy relic. Okay. Artifacts come in 4 rarities: common, rare, epic, and legendary. The higher the rarity, the more powerfully effect. Many artifacts are parts of sets. Equipping multiple items from the same set provide additional bonuses. Artifacts from sets can be improved. This requires alchemical dust, which is a new resource that I hadn't really commented on before. And upgrade is performed directly in the inventory. So we have just found the Pauper's Ring, the wooden ring, +1 morale. So now all of my units have +1 morale, which I believe actually means they have +2 morale because we're all one faction. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start moving over. I don't want to deal with the Dragon Utopia because typically the Dragon Utopia is a dragon. That's what the guard is. A dragon. I don't know about you, but I think some guys with swords and shields and maybe a couple dudes with crossbows not really going to be too helpful fighting a dragon. Okay, so the stable is going to give us restore movement points and grants us extra movement speed. That's a good thing to visit at the start of a week. The further on in the week you are, the less impactful it really is. Okay, we're going to pick up a couple resources that were hidden here. Alchemical dust is a special resource required to improve various elements of the game. It is used to enhance artifacts, upgrade spells, and construct upgraded creature dwellings in cities. Unlike other resources, there are no mines that produce alchemical dust. You can discover it on the global map or by visiting certain objects, acquiring it in the alchemical lab using gems, crystals, and mercury, and destroying artifacts to extract a small amount. Okay, I do need to get her some units because this is... I wasted a day. I didn't build a structure or anything. Always important to build a structure every day that you can, because it's how you grow. It's how you grow. It's how you progress. So we can either recruit a new unit, which is probably what I'm going to go to, or we can upgrade something. We can now also hire new heroes. Interesting. I am going to go... Hi, cat. I'm going to go ahead and get the Hippodrome to recruit cavalry units. So cavalry units are a high-tier unit by the fact that there's only 3 of them available. They have a high health, high damage, high attack rating, high defense, decent luck. They start with a morale buff. They have good speed and high initiative. They're good units. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and exit out. I rested, so I need to make sure I move the characters. Don't mess up like I was about to and rest after not... Yeah, I almost did the flip thing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade these guys, and I want to go ahead and get them to be guard captains. She'll have our horses for now, because there are some things. I'm sitting here trying to use her as a resource collector, and yeah. Okay, so we'll go back to John Johnson. John, come on down here, John. Okay, so this battle, they figure there's a chance that some of your units will die. So we're not going to do the auto battle for you. So they've got 3 sets of units here. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and wait. They're going to move units forward. So that's a guard captain, and you can see the guard captain did move further. Okay. The guard captains with their double strike, that strikes me as the most dangerous, so I want to take them out. So I'm going to go ahead and wait, though. Oh, wait, no, this is the end of turn. So I can actually get... I cannot get close enough to a turn. So if I get there, I'm going to start drawing attacks. So I'm going to go ahead and skip my turn. I'm letting these guys come to me. I'm going to go ahead and keep shooting this guy. They're going to bring their units in closer. Whoo! Yeah, that guard captain, he moves. Okay, we can wipe him out, though. Okay, we can probably wipe these guys out. Okay. I don't think this is going to wipe them out. We probably are going to get retaliation, but I don't think it'll get any kills. Alright, we win. No losses on our part. Beautiful. And that gets us a gold mine. Congratulations, you completed the first intermediate task and captured all nearby mines. Now build up the city, strengthen the army, and play at your own pace. When you are ready, move along the road to the main goal. Now, I'm a turtle in strategy games. It's definitely not always a good option, but I am a turtle. I sit, I camp, I wait. I sit, I camp, and I wait. I build up defenses until I get basically power overwhelming. We're going to go ahead and keep leveling up. Okay. Basic leadership starts getting me towards a skill. This is now permanently increased my defense, which is great. I can't even get to that. So, now we're going to go to her. So, this is a thing that increases every hero unit's defenses. I want to make sure I check that out. Okay, this is another place I'm going to want to swing around to. Permanently increase all stats by 1 for 5 grand. So, I need to get some money. Okay. So, oh, I almost did it again. Remember, always build as much as you can. I kind of want to upgrade the solar temple to get more money per day. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Cities also generate law points, which I've done nothing with yet. Okay. So let's check that out, can we? Each faction in the game is unique. Its city features special buildings. It recruits unique units, and its heroes belong to that specific faction. On the global map, each faction is also associated with its own type of terrain, which also affects various game mechanics. However, the most important feature is that each faction has an exclusive set of faction laws. These can strengthen the economy, improve gameplay stats, and modify core gameplay rules. As you play, you earn law points, increasing your faction's level. With each new level, you gain 1 law seal. These seals can be spent immediately or saved to unlock more expensive and powerful laws. To unlock higher level laws, you must first invest some seals in basic ones. This is interesting. This did not exist in some of the older games, so this is very nice. Some laws require multiple seals to unlock or upgrade. Some laws have multiple levels, each level increasing the effect. So, I have 2 seals, it looks like. So we can get extra gold per day. We can get a bonus. Okay. I don't have the points for it, but we could get swordsman growth in your cities increased by 4, defense increased by 2. Crossbowman up by 4, attack increases by 2. Or all positive effects on friendly creatures that last an extra round. I want to get this, but I also want to wait because we're at 64.54, so if we wait a little bit, we'll actually be able to get one of these other upgrades. So I'm going to go ahead and go back. I really like how that works. Interesting. Okay, so our units are done. Our building is done. It's time to rest. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to go ahead and go into town. We're going to go construct a new building. I don't want to waste on construction here. I may not actually build anything. Threshold Basilica. You recruit Inquisitors. I'm gonna go ahead and get this. I'm getting the bank. It's gonna get extra money. Okay. So this is an easy battle. It's 50 to 99. Okay. So it hasn't talked about it yet, but I can actually have my units meet up. Oh, because I hadn't done it yet. Interaction with a friendly hero. In addition to moving around the map and visiting interactive objects, you can actually approach another friendly hero. This will open up the exchange interface, allowing you to transfer artifacts and exchange troops. Distribute your forces wisely, split your armies between heroes to defend different directions, or unite your troops under one hero for decisive battles. Tactical interaction between heroes is a key strategic element that helps you overcome even the most formidable challenges. So, you are coming over here. You are coming over here. You are coming over here. You are keeping your guards, Captains, Leah. That's it. Sorry, not sorry. You are going to... So if I was to look over at this now, this is now a lethal battle. She will not win. Alright. But that's okay. I'm not wanting her to. She's going to actually come back to town, and she is going to rest in town. She's going to camp out. I'm going to move her up, and it automatically moved her unit up. So now I'm going to go ahead and get back out of here. And now I'm looking at John Johnson, whose army just like doubled in size. So this should be like a trivially easy battle for him. We're going to go ahead and go down here and get this knocked out. So it's asking me if I'm sure I want to rest because Leah still has points. I do. So it's telling me it lost a unit for me. I say no to that. I feel like we can do better. We're going to go ahead and start the battle. It's got 50 units. It is a lot. So, we're going to wait. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. He's going to move forward. I'm going to shoot his bitch ass. So, okay. We're going to wait again. We're going to skip turns, actually. And then we're going to wait. Wait, wait, wait. He's going to move forward. We're going to shoot him again. Now, the question is, have I gotten enough mana back to do Weakening Ray? I have. The AI is typically very bad about using spells, so that I figured that was what was going to be the case. So I can't actually get the Aegis close enough to do anything there, unfortunately. I can't also get my Griffin close enough to do anything. I can, however, get my knights in. My cavalry, rather. Okay. So, cavalry gets to go again. Now, he's going to be able to counterattack. But he couldn't do enough damage. So, now the griffins are in. This guy's toasted. And we're done. And no losses. Mwah. The chef's kiss. Alright. So now I'm going to come up here to the mountain monastery. And I'm going to pay the 5 grand. This is why I was trying to get more money. I've now upgraded all of my stats there. I'm going to come over here to this very easy battle. So again, wiped out, no losses. We'll accept the result. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get some experience. Hey. We're going to get advanced leadership. This is going to let us, let's see here. We're going to go Hero of Legends. Enemies are going to be suffering. So, now we'll go back over here. So, oh, I didn't realize that the name of our city was Steel Song. Adorable. Okay, we're going to construct a new building. I don't have money. Game says, hey dog, you ain't got money yet. What you doing? So I'm going to go ahead and build, say, the Muse and upgrade our archers. Then we're going to rest. Again, it's getting pissy because I'm resting while a unit has movement. But I don't care about that. So, we got a new day, a new week. We're going to go ahead and get the Inquisitors. So these are some new guys. Look at this. Living. Melee attack. Unyielding. Ignore 20% of the enemy's attack when struck. Infuse armor. Increases this creature's defense by 5 and speed by 1. This is an ability. Also dispels any negative effects that restrict movement. Duration 2 rounds. Ability tier 3. And Celestial Flail. Hits the target and all adjacent enemies. So he's an AoE hitter. Alright, so we're going to end turn. Alright. We're going to come back over here to town. Now, if I trade these units... Okay, it does swap the positions. Good. So we just got 2,500. So we should be able to buy some more of these creatures now. Let's see here. I want to get a mix of these guys and these guys. But more importantly, I want to upgrade my arbalists. This is going to cost me a pretty penny. So we're going to upgrade. We can look at Austringers who have living, ranged attack, double shot, view from heavens, increase hero sight radius, And Fine Bolt, deal extra range damage. Then we've got Living, ranged attack, Sharpshooter, deals full range damage at any range. That's insanely good. View from the Heavens and Fine Bolt, so a better version of this Fine Bolts. I want these guys, actually. Okay. And that just chunked out like a bunch of our money. Yep, and now we can't afford the rest of our units. So, we're gonna rest. We're just gonna go do a little sleepies. Then we're gonna come in here, and we should now be able to buy the rest of our units here. And, oh, we actually can't. Yeah. So this is where we're starting to run into, hey, your economy's not good enough to keep up with all the units you're buying. Because I also didn't even upgrade these guys. So, I want to... Let's get the other type, Austringer. And then we'll buy one more Austringer. Okay, so now we're going to look at the Basilica guys. Now I got 2 of them. So now I got a full, decent army. Decent, I say. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to check out what's going on over here finally. Kind of put this off. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Okay. We've got the fish. We've got... And he's out of room. Do I have the money to do any kind of construction in here? I doubt it. Oh, hey. Whoa. Magic. Magic is a key element of gameplay alongside the enemy. Heroes can use spells in both combat and on the global map. Heroes use mana. Mana is a limited resource that partially restores each new day. If a hero starts the day in a city with a built mage guild, mana is fully restored. That's incredibly useful. Spells are divided into Daylight, Nightshade, Arcane, Primal. Each school has its own focus. For example, Daylight includes support spells. Primal deals mainly combat damage. Let's see here. Spells are ranked by 1st to 5th. Default heroes can cast 1st and 2nd. To access higher tier, you must learn the corresponding skills. There are also neutral spells that do not belong to any school. These spells have unique acquisition conditions. Most often, they are unlocked through secondary skills and sub-skills. To learn neutral spells, a hero must reach a certain level. The higher the spell's tier, the higher the required hero level. Wow, there's a lot going on here. Do I, like, choose these? Or this is you just telling me about these? Okay, we're going to go back. I actually went to click this. So we now have 5 of these. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade our elite swordsman. And then we're going to go ahead and enact tax collectors. So now we're getting more money every day. More money and more money, more money. We'll go ahead and construct the tavern just for because we can. We're going to end our turn. Alright. We're hurting for money right now, but, okay. So I can get basic recruitment, +4 to all tier 1 creature growth, expert defense, or advanced ascension. I'm going to get basic recruitment. So, okay, that's interesting. That's a little bit of a tease. So I didn't notice this before. I'm on a cliff here. I can't actually get down to the Dragon Utopia. Probably for the best. Okay. I can't even get into town. Okay, so we're going to come into town here. And now I want to try to build a mage guild. Because I've actually been using that spell. Okay. Mage guilds are one of the primary sources of spells in Heroes of Might Magic Olden Era. Each level of the guild you build unlocks additional spells in the Magic Observatory and teaches them to heroes who visit the spell city and can learn those spells. Heroes who begin a day in a city also gain full mana. To explore spells in more detail, click the magical button up there. Or click this. Okay, so we can also upgrade them with our alchemical dust. That's interesting. So these are our tier 1 spells. We have Wean, which is reduced the duration of all positive effects applied to the target. We have Healing Water, which is... these are spells that are going to be taught here, by the way. Can I, like, turn this or anything? Because I do... Okay, no, there's just the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we've got Lightning Bolt, Thick Hide, Primal Tear. We've got Arcane, Arcane, Arcane. Got Healing Water, Blessing, Bird's Eye, and Haste, or Unnatural Calm, Despair, Web, or Enlarged Shadow. So the 4 lit up ones are what will be taught. It does look like they're intending on adding more over time, because we do see other constellations where we can learn more spells. Oh, the other constellations are the upgraded classes. Got it. Okay. So, let's see here. Do I want to upgrade everything? Does not affect Quillins? Okay. Maybe because I just built the Mage Guild this turn, it's not letting me actually learn anything or upgrade anything there. We're learning as we go, chat. We're learning as we go. Chat, like someone's actually here. Okay. So, I want to actually put John Johnson in town so that he can get mana. Now, what else do I want to get? I can get the Sundrop Chapel. Construct, recruit Lightweavers. By the way, this builds down towards recruiting angels. So this might be a path I want to go. Yes, you will, generally speaking, now because I've swapped some units or spread some units out because I'm playing around with this differing classes thing. I'm taking up more unit slots, but usually subtract these 2 extra types. So I have one of every type of unit except for my Lightweavers and my Angels. So, just good to know. We're going to go ahead and put those guys back in. I kind of want to get this. Yeah, let's go ahead and construct this. Alright, can I now do something here? No. Alright, there's our Lightweavers. So they are living, ranged attack units, and increase. They have a buff. Oh, because I have no available unit slots, I can't actually train anyone or buy anyone. So we're going to go ahead and give Leah the Griffins. And then I'm going to rest a couple days. Hang on. Can I build the upgrade to the Lightweaver thing? No, because I need 40 of these alchemical dust. Now, there was something I could build to get the... let's see. Let's get the... Thank you. Let's see here. In all cities, you can build a tavern, a market, and an artifact merchant. Okay, so I built this because I want to try getting some of... I can't actually get alchemical dust. What was the name of the place that could get alchemical dust? No, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to wait a day out. I'm really only doing this because we have not seen any movement from the enemies so far. Because that's going to be a thing. Can I... Hang on. Can you... You can change the upgrade to them. Oh, that's hugely useful. Okay. So now, if I was able to get the stuff to build a Radiant Forge, I'd be able to. I'm going to get a resource depot and get some gem economy going. Because that's something I'm, like, almost out on. Okay. So, all my units have been replenished, by the way. Let's go ahead and get some of these. Come on. No, I don't remember how I got it down here. It's fine. Barracks. Let's just go to recruit creatures. Alright. I can buy everyone all at the same time. Hang on, am I out of money? Oh, I'm actually out of money. We're gonna wait a couple days. Anyway, so the reason I'm waiting so much is because we don't have enemies moving around. Probably because they're letting us figure out and find out what's going on. Okay. So now we should have the money to buy some units. We do. We have the money to buy all units available. Up to this guy. We can't buy our guys. So, we're going to go ahead and go through and purchase everything we can. Oh, you're the wrong type. I need to get the guard captains. Thank you. So, we've actually purchased everything we can. There we go. So, I'm now going to go ahead and... Why are you not at full, John Johnson? Alright, so John Johnson is now out and about. He's a man about town. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and build the Griffin Rookery too. And we'll go ahead and upgrade our Griffins. So, the upgrades to the Griffins. What have we got? We've got Temple Griffin or Guardian Griffin. Flying, counterattack twice, loyal protector, counterattacks each time an adjacent enemy attacks a friendly creature. Ooh, that's cool. Let's see here. Alert has endless counterattacks and also keeps the Valiant Cries there. So yeah, endless counterattacks. Okay. We're going to go with Guardian Griffins. Alright, and we're going to start moving on. And we got a Swordsman barrack. Not going to do a whole lot for us here. Because we don't have swordsmen, we have upgraded units. Alright. Okay, during your adventures, you expand your territory, capturing new lands and cities. Passage to the neighboring areas guarded, win the battle to clear the way. After that, capture the city located. Okay. Yeah. Might have overground a little bit, y'all. Okay, let's go clear these guys out too. And get the Griffin Rookery unlocked. I'm gonna go ahead and take money. We're hurting for money. Okay. Can we build anything? Artifact Merchant allows artifacts to be traded. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Okay. So we can now buy some artifacts from these guys, which is going to be useful. We can also sell artifacts to get some resources. Alright. Okay, go ahead and rest. We've got a guard. There are also guards hidden inside some objects. Be ready to fight if you want to get the reward. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see here. They've got... This is the defenders. They've got 10 of the Guardian Ages, 10 Temple Guard Captains, 5 each of the 2 upgraded Crossbowmen, Utter Demolition, and a decent stack of resources. Okay. So there's no longer any purpose to going to that building for me. Alright. So, end my turn. We can recruit Lightweavers. We have Lightweavers here. So, There were no enemies in this city, but if there had been, I would have had to do an assault on the city to actually get what was inside. Now, there are no upgrades built here, so I'm just going to go ahead. I want more money. Okay, I want more money. Also, upgrading these also gives me more of these lovely things. So, we can upgrade swordsman growth. Now, let's go ahead and upgrade. Let's go ahead and upgrade these guys. Let's see here. Let's get morale up. And friendly creatures deal more damage on counterattack. That all sounds beautiful. Alright. We'll end our turn. Okay. Let's see here. So sometimes building wall upgrades can also increase your Ooh. Alright. Sometimes building upgrades, the wall upgrades they used to give, the upgrades to the, like, economy. Alright. Come on. Oh, there's no town hall thing? Dang. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to keep building up the bank. Okay. Yes, we'll end our turn. What I'm probably going to have to do... Okay, so she's occupied. I can't do anything with her here. Which we knew would happen. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and get the scouting skyship just because. Okay, so that gave us vision up here. And we do see our enemy here. He's got 20 to 49, 20 to 49, 20 to 49. I'm probably way broken over him. Yeah. Honestly, let's go ahead and see if we can go crush Mr. Man over here. Oh, this is where we can get yes. More alchemical dust. Okay. Alright. So that's good stuff to have. Alright, let's go ahead and get a Solar Temple 3. Can we upgrade anything new here? Nothing yet? Actually, we can upgrade the morale of our heroes. Upgraded morale is incredibly useful for those extra turns. We have basic cavalry, so we can still get these guys. Hey, bunch of birdies. Bunch of dead birdies. Expert leadership. Okay, attack, defense, and spell power increase by 3, and sight increases by 3 when you're in an area you do not control. Doubles if you know daylight magic. Yep. Okay, portals. Okay, so we just saw a portal because I increased my sight radius. Also, excuse you. Can I get the cavalry from in here? Okay, game says no. Let's see here. We can upgrade Mother's Superior and Excommunicators. That's terrifying. Hierophants and Sun Heralds. I feel like I pushed a little too hard on the grind set here. So we're just gonna... ride around a little bit. You guys get stomped. That has increased my knowledge by 1. Come on, collect this. Get some more experience, and we'll go down here. What can I build to increase my money gain? Nothing. Darn. go ahead and build a garrison too. We'll start upgrading some of this stuff in case I have to come back. And we'll go ahead and upgrade this stuff too. Alright. In addition to moving around and counting objects, you can encounter an enemy hero. Battles will occur. Battle with a hero is a special type of battle where the enemy can also use spells and their army is typically stronger and better organized. At the end of the battle, one hero is killed and the victorious hero receives experience as well as all artifacts belonging to the defeated hero. Let's go. Please note, it did not give me that, hey, this is an easy battle. You're expected to judge for yourself. So, start the battle. They've got 20, 20, 20. Do I have any spells that are usable here? Yes, many. Okay. So we'll hold off on that. Actually, hang on. Is this all? No, I've got two others. These are global spells. Okay. So we're going to wait for these guys to start moving. He cast a fucking spell on me. You dick. Okay. You know what? You know what? Screw you. Okay. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. They really do not like my captains. Okay. I don't like them being able to shoot. Okay. So, can I... No. There's nothing I can do for you. Okay, we're just going to skip our turns here. I like drawing these guys in. I like baiting them in. I'm going to go ahead and heal you. He killed two more of my guys. I didn't mean to wait with him. I meant to shoot with him. Darn. Alright. Nope. Keep waiting. And I say unto thee, stop that. Okay. So she really can't move anywhere. Alright, so now these guys are in my range. Get flailed. Alright. Can I do... Oh, I can shoot him. Alright, we're gonna skip, skip, skip. Now we're gonna move. We're coming for these three guys. Y'all really do not like my captains. It's probably because they're the double attack guys. Okay. So, what I can do here is I can have John Johnson, you're going to head back to town. Can I build an upgrade to anything? I can. Threshold Basilica upgrade. Because I can't build the Radiant Forge because it needs a second level mage guild. Damn, I could have had the upgraded thing. Alright, where is she at? Hang on. Is she still in the school? Oh, okay. That's very good to know. You have to leave the training thing to actually get the unit back. Okay. We're going to upgrade our... We're going to collect our guard... actually, you know what? It's better to just do this. Actually, before I do that, we're going to upgrade our mage guild. Because I want to make sure I had the money. Okay. You're the double shot? No, I want more I want more marksmen. Okay. We'll get more guardian griffins. We're gonna get... Okay. Hierophants. These girls. Okay. An attack at any range is replaced with a melee attack if the enemy is adjacent. This is good. Okay. Inner Light and Holy Ablution versus Sun Herald. Same kind of range, but they get Anointed for damage and Exaltation. Target friendly danger. Okay. I like that. We get Noble Cavalry. Inspiring. Only the strongest one is active. Jousting bonus. Or Sunspear Cavalry. Okay. Piercing Strike. Jousting bonus. Anointed for attack. So they get the same stats, except the Noble Cavalry has less defense but higher initiative, whereas the Sunspear has higher defense, lower initiative. I can't even build them, though. So, let's go ahead and get... Okay, what's the difference between Excommunicator and Mother Superior? So, Unyielding 2, Infuse Armor, and Swift Penance versus Unyielding 2, Celestial Armor. And, okay. So, she loses... The Excommunicator loses the Flail for hitting all units. Instead, she has Swift Penance and Infuse Armor. We'll go with the Excommunicators here. And obviously the Cavalry. So, we're going to go back over here to this town, though, and keep upgrading. Upgrades, people. Upgrades. What are we missing for a Griffin Rookery? It's probably more of the, more of this stuff. Yeah. Alchemical Dust. Okay, we're going to rest. We haven't gotten any more... Oh, I missed these alchemical dust things right here. Okay. What am I missing? I need 5... Mercury. So, let's go to, not you, you. I want to buy Mercury. No. I want to buy some Mercury. Oh, they're giving me a heinous markup. Ooh. But that lets me get my Radiant Forge. For the final units. Angels. What do I need to build by an angel? Alright. I was about to say, I don't think I have the money to construct anything over here. I will get the Muse. Yes, I'll end my turn. We're going to come down here and take out this little thing that I missed, apparently. Yes, we are full clearing this map and doing way more than is needed. Alright, we're getting gems, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, lady, you're just gonna sit in camp for a minute. I want to make sure I have upgraded structures and everything. What do I need for the Hippodrome? Wood. Do we have wood income? Let's watch. We have wood income. It's not a lot, but we have wood income. Okay, so this was probably to show us the stuff over here. I don't like this because I think this might be a one-way portal. Okay, no. Paired portal. Got it. Okay, but let's go get this. Let's go get this stuff here. Okay, hang on. What can I build? Nothing yet. It's fine. It's fine. Hang on. Is there anything down here that's a one? So, oh, yes, there is. All right, Leah, you're going to go visit the windmill. No. Leah, go into town. because you're going to go back into town. Alright. Am I doing too much? Probably. Do I care? Not really. Alright. Okay. I think having additional marketplaces changes the markup. Yeah, it's reduced the markup for me. Cool. Okay. Let's see here. Everything but this. Oh, are we on a new week? Hang on. I need to wait. I'm definitely not going to be getting any kind of achievements for speed running this. Alright. Let's see here. Let's get some more gems getting constructed. But can we build? Yes, we can. So we're going to start off with archangels. Because why not? Okay. Embodiment. A spirit, soul, or other intangible power that coalesced into material form. Okay. Ranged attack versus non. Oh, hang on. All 3 levels are ranged. Okay. So sharpshooter, duelist, receive no penalty in melee, dealing full damage. Forging perfection. Okay. I think I want these guys. Archangels. Oh, look, you can see them flying around up there. Huh. Alright. So, let's go to recruit and just buy everything. And I can't buy anything else because we're out of resources. Okay, we're going to rest. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that money. That's hurting. Okay. So, everything we got here is just upgrades. So, we're going to go ahead and have him come on back. I'm rolling in to town with, oh, I have to be in town first, right? I'm rolling up on this necromancer town with angels in my team. Alright, merging. And you're upgrading to Sun Heralds. You can do this. You guys are upgrading to... Oh, wait, no. You guys aren't the ones I upgraded. You are. And I am upgrading you to some excommunicators. Yeah, Glorious is indeed correct. Alright. Have to leave her with at least 1 unit. But we'll also finally build the Hippodrome 2. And we are going to get ourselves some Sunspear Cavalry. And we're going to upgrade our current knights, our current cavalry, to Sunspear Cavalry. Is this necessary? No. Oh, we don't even have enough to actually upgrade our full team. We have to wait a day. Yes, wait a day. I have probably done way too much. I'm going to roll into this final battle with no issues whatsoever. I have archangels. But I'm a greedy bastard. I'm a greedy bastard and I want to steamroll. This is probably also going to end episode 1 in my first recording. I'm enjoying this. This feels very nostalgic to me. This has been a lot of... It has indeed been a lot of, like, this is stuff that you would do back... Or I would do. Maybe you didn't. Stuff you would do back in the day. Whoops. No, hang on. That's not the order I wanted to do that in. hang on. I swear I know how things work. Okay. Whatever. Hang on. If I do this. Yeah. Okay. So. Alright, John Johnson. We're going out. We're going out in force. We have 13 points to spend, by the way. So we're going to go ahead and do some upgrades. Oh, man. Oh, I could improve this. Okay. It's time. It's time to go curb stomp some necromancers. Alright. Bomb, 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 bomb. In front of you is an abandoned outpost, a special object that will become a new city under your control upon capture. After that, prepare for the final battle. Okay. No, hang on. I want to see these archangels. Special guarded objects. Okay. So, we did not get surrounded by the enemies or anything. We're just going to wait. Special devouring chalice. Weren't you guys ranged? Yeah. Yes, there are times where having powerful ranged units kind of just obliterate your enemies. The enemy is feeling destroy them. Alright, let's see here. We'll go ahead and take basic primal magic. None of the upgrades that we had available were really doing anything for us. I'm honestly not bothering with construction at this point. We've done enough. Ooh, basic nightshade magic. And advanced nightshade magic. And let's see here. You know what? Since we're going up necromancers, I feel like I don't know. Nah, I don't need to do any of that. Pit of Glory, yeah. Don't need to do anything with that. Expert Nightshade Magic, okay. Let's check what skill, what class I'm building him up towards. I'm building him towards a swashbuckler. Oh yeah. And what was his other class that I could be building him towards? Paragon? Oh, I should be building towards that. Oh, I like that. Alright, so this is going to be a siege battle. So you guys are going to see a siege. We're going to fight in a city wall. City Siege is a special type of battle that is triggered when you attempt to capture a city that is defended by creatures or a hero. This type of battle differs from regular combat due to the increased size of the battlefield and the presence of defensive structures on the defender's side, especially if they have developed the city and built defensive walls. As an attacker, your goal is to destroy the defensive walls in order to reach the enemy creatures. A catapult can be used to destroy defensive structures. As a defender, your task is to repel the enemy's attack either by forcing them to flee or to face defeat. A variety of defensive structures such as walls, towers, moats, and more will aid you in your defense. So, we can't see anything about them. All we see is that he's a dude. Looks kind of pissed. So, again, we have full ranged capabilities. I'm going to say this bitch is ranged, and I don't want to deal with whatever they've got going down. Now, because we have not destroyed any of their walls, we can't do anything here. Okay. I've suddenly gotten a lot more magic, so let's see here. Let's see if there's anything useful here. I don't think... I was about to say, we don't have any focus charges, so that's useless. Yeah, it looks like we don't have anything that's really useful right now. So we're just going to go ahead and wait. Wait. Are you ranged? No. So you wait. You wait. You're going to shoot these guys. So I'm about to learn if the Banshee is ranged. I was wrong. Banshee is not ranged. But my Sun Priestess can apparently just obliterate shit. Oh, you're the other ranged unit. I didn't even see you. So yeah, because I don't have any of the structure, the walls damaged, I can't get my units in. My flying units will be able to get in, but all my melee ground-based units are bone around. Yeah, that's why I'm like trying to click over here next to these guys and just can't. But we're done. Sorry, bud. I think I lost... No, I didn't lose anything. And that's the mission. Victory. If they gave, like, stats on that, my time to beat would be atrocious. Congratulations on completing the basic tutorial. You can play any mission on the map at any time to refresh your knowledge of the game mechanics. And now I got a bunch of different mission notes open. So, learn how to win the battle relying solely on your hero's spells. Learn combat tactics to minimize losses even against seemingly stronger opponents. Learn the options to either flee or surrender. Learn the marketplace. Learn global map and how global spells affect things. And learn what affects weekly creature growth. And challenge in which you learn more about the mechanics of terrain penalty. So we'll go over some of those in the next video, I think. This has gone on a lot longer than I anticipated it would. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. I will catch you on the flip side. This has been a blast. It's very nostalgic, feels very familiar. It's a blast. I'm looking forward to playing more of this. Y'all have fun. Bye for now.